Hi everybody, this is Judson again with BlackOvis.com. Today we're going to go over Crispi Boots, kind of a little bit about who they are, who Crispi is, and a lot of the specs and features of the boots. We're super excited to have Crispi in the US again. It's been a long time coming, but we as BlackOvis are one of the few online retailers that's going to carry the full 2016 Crispi boot lineup. Okay, and about Crispi, they actually separated the boots out into two lines. So we've got the insulated boots here, and then we've got the uninsulated boots. And today I wanted to go over specifically just the uninsulated boots to kind of go over the specs and features of those. Okay, so here we've got the Crispi uninsulated boot lineup. Okay, over here on the taller side, we've got the Idaho, Wyoming, the Valdres Plus, and the Summit boot. Okay, and to start out, we'll start with these two guys. They're actually very, very similar in their specs and their features. Basically, the difference is going to be the height on these. Okay, so starting at the bottom, what we've got is we've got a vibram sole. Okay, and vibram comes in different hardnesses, and so what you're going to see is that the Crispi boot uses kind of a moderate hardness. Okay, if you get a super hard boot, it's going to slide on rocks and it's not going to grip as well. But if you get a soft boot, it's not going to last as long. And so Crispi's actually found a really good midpoint. So it's going to last a long time, and it's also going to grip on those rocks and on the different materials that you're hiking on very well. Okay, the midsole is actually a dual density midsole made out of polyurethane, and what it's going to do is polyurethane is a lot more rigid. Okay, to kind of contrast it, over here with the Summit, we've got an EVA midsole. An EVA is basically a harder foam. It's going to be a lot lighter, but it's not going to support as well. Okay, so back here to the Idaho, so the dual density polyurethane midsole is going to really be firm, a lot more firm. So when you're hiking on side hills or on shale, I mean, it's going to really grip very, very well. The next thing that Crispi really does well at is it's called the ABSS, and that's the ankle bone support system, and that's going to come in these two models here. Okay, and what that is it's basically a memory foam. Okay, a memory foam that wraps around your ankle and makes sure that your ankle and your heel are solid inside the boot. Okay, so here let me show you just a little bit of the inside. You'll see that it has a waterproof Gore bootie right here that goes all the way up to the gusset. Okay, the gusset's going to be right here, so that's the height of your waterproofness. But then as you look way down in there, what you're going to see is it's going to be a little bit of a memory foam cushion right around the ankle. Okay, and then Crispi also, what they do is as far as the heel cup goes, they mold those heel cups so that it's going to fit your heel perfectly. Okay, and that in combination with the lacing system that they've got, as you lace that down tight, it's going to push your heel down into the heel cup, and it's going to wrap your ankle really well, so that as you're hiking around, it's going to make sure that you're not going to roll an ankle, that it's going to be very well supported. Okay, these two again, it comes in a Cordura and a suede, and so where other Crispi boots will come in a nubuck or a full grain leather, these guys, you've got the Cordura here and then kind of a suede outer. The Cordura is a lot lighter, and it's going to breathe a lot better than the leather. And so for an uninsulated boot, the Idaho and the Wyoming are going to be a great choice for being, number one, waterproof, but also breathable and cooling as well. It's an uninsulated boot, so you'll be able to go into hotter temperatures with it. Okay, now jumping over to the Valdres. The Valdres has got a few nifty features to it. It does not have the ABSS system in it. It does have the midsole, the polyurethane midsole here, but again, it doesn't have that ABSS system. One thing that's nice about the Valdres is it actually has a die-pressed leather, a full grain leather right here, and what these are going to do is they're going to enhance the stability of the boot itself, kind of give it a little bit of extra durability and strength in the right places. Okay. Another thing that the Valdres Plus has is it has an optional lace loop right here, And so what that does is if you're kind of side hilling and you want a little extra support on that ankle, you can lace that through, suck it down tight, and that's going to make it so that you've got a little bit more stability. Or if you're on flat land and you want to have a longer stride and not so much of a rigid boot, you can unlace that, and so that you'll have a longer stride that way. Okay. Again, you've got the Gore-Tex in it that'll go right all the way up to the gusset, so you're going to have that waterproofness and the breathability that you've got along the whole Crispi line. Okay, and the last is with the Summit. Now the Summit is a suede and Cordura boot also, so it's going to breathe really well. And like we talked about earlier, it's got that EVA Mid-sole, which is basically kind of a heavier foam. It's a lot lighter weight than the polyurethane foam. It's not going to last as long, but it's going to be a lot lighter, and it's going to offer a lot more cushion for it rather than being on the stable side of things. Okay, it does have Gore-Tex again all the way up to the gusset, so you've got a good 7-8 inches of waterproof, up your leg, and yeah, it's a good solid boot. Definitely a lighter weight option for those that want to go fast and light. It's a great option to have. The uninsulated boot line is a solid line. I actually wear the Idaho myself. It's a great boot. I've got ankles that are a little bit more sensitive, and so I love the support of the ankle bone support system. All the Crispi boots come with a 1-year manufacturer's defects warranty. But even after that, it's kind of on a case-by-case basis. So give us a call if you have any trouble at all. We do have resoling available through a third party. If you'd like to, if you're hardcore and you go through the soles on these, we actually have contacts to where you can get into another. You can just have it resoled. Again, we're extremely excited about the Crispi lineup. We're one of the few online retailers that's going to carry the entire line, start to finish, and. Yeah, feel free to give us a call if you have any questions at all. Feel free also subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're going to have a lot more videos on here. We're excited about getting new gear in for this season. And yeah, thanks for watching. Starting with the Idaho, we've got we can start with the bottom. So let's find it clear. There we go. Sorry, that is a dirty sole. Okay, what it is it's a performance sole. So they have